The world we live in is very layered, and the internet is giving us probably one of the most detailed descriptions of what is forbidden knowledge, right? And just like secrets or hidden truths. We're learning that our planet is way older than it is. Our great grandparents were huge. There are parts of this planet that have been unexplored. We're locked off. We're not exactly the smartest beings. We're not by ourselves. And all of the old stories are true. Dragons are real. Um, and just like we're way more brilliant than we actually know. My interaction with life is a little bit more differently than everybody else. I believe it's a little bit more colorful. And yeah, I have flesh, so I do sometimes have the same BS and same issues as other people. So that levels me and keeps me humble. But I also know that there's something in this world, in this life, that is divided, good and evil, up and down. There is a force of nature that multiplies, and there is a force of nature that divides. There is something that separates us, and there's something that brings us together. There are people that want to control everybody, and there are individuals that want to give control to everybody, control themselves anyway. I love how no matter what, there is this sense of security that I have that no matter what happens, no matter how much things I come across, how many stories, how many um end the world stuff that happens, how many wars that's going on, I have this confidence that I'll be capable to do for myself and the people around me, which is why gaining control of our minds, and most importantly, well, most importantly our minds, and almost as importantly our flesh. That makes sense. So kind of like saying that you're going to do something and doing it. Past few days I've been eating crazy. I told myself that if I'm gonna buy fruit and if I'm gonna buy food for myself, I'm gonna eat what I know is to be real and what's true, and not eating fast food and other crap and stuff that could be contaminated. I'd rather be eating fruits, right? When you set a goal for yourself, or when you set something in your mind and you plant that seed, when you really believe in it, you don't have to pray too much. You just have to believe that it's gonna work. Kind of like putting I always use this analogy: putting a seed on concrete or in a place that is not soil versus putting it in fertile soil. When you put a seed in, like on it, let's say you put on a marble table in the kitchen, and that seed does not grow, it doesn't sprout, and you come back a year later and you yell at the seed, you are insane. There is something wrong with you. Because one, there's nothing wrong with the seed, and two, it is the environment. So now, because of what you see and your like maybe the misjudgment, being upset at the wrong thing, now the type of mind that you have is now defined as dysfunctional. Because if somebody comes in and says, "Yo, this seed not growing. What's wrong with this seed, man?" Some goodness. It's like judging a fish on this ability to climb a tree versus somebody saying, "Yo, why is this seed on the counter? Shouldn't this be in the soil? Like, what kind of seed is this? Whose seed is this, right? Let me put this in soil." You don't have to pray, scream, yell for that seed to grow when it's in fertile soil, right environment, right place. When we put ourselves in the right place, the right environment, mentally, physically, spiritually, metaphysically, whatever, there are certain things you don't have to do anymore. And there are things that you are supposed to do in order to keep that seed on the right path, your mind on the right path. There's a scripture out, one of the scriptures I like, because I haven't read the whole Bible. It's full of good and crazy stuff. Um, Depending on how you read it. Straight is the gate, and few there be that findeth it. I like that verse because oftentimes it's very easy to do what other people are doing. And sometimes I like to do what other people are doing because, like, it's beneficial, such as having connections, speaking to people, learning how to have friends and family and stuff like that. Like, that's awesome, stuff like that. But if I go to a cliff or I go to a mountain and I see people hopping off the cliff to their untimely death, their untimely journey, and I see and it looks, it's horrible. It's like, yo, like, why are these people doing this? There's no explanation. People are like, don't ask me questions, just do it. It's like, wait, no. I'd rather ask this question and figure it out because something in me is telling me not to jump. So I'm not gonna jump. And as I further investigated, I say, yo, why are we being told to jump or throw ourselves away? And there's either no good reason or no reason at all. And as you learn to question things in life, you sometimes find that there is a better way to go, or maybe what somebody is saying is incorrect for you and your path, and there is something else for you to do, or there's another path for you to take. Because what if the people are jumping off that cliff because they're trying to get away from danger, and you're also trying to get away from danger, but they're jumping onto rocks, versus you going maybe a couple feet, 50 to 100 feet to the right side or to the other side of the cliff, and it's all water, not a hard, tough, difficult landing that can completely annihilate you simply by investigating a different angle. And I love that about life, how you can sometimes make something that is so untimely or destructive to the nature of us into something completely different by simply asking a question or challenging what you are seeing. None of us know when we're gonna go, unless you go ask a psychic and they scared the crap out of you, or you go to one of those professionals that can see into the future, or you believe in fate, whatever. But we can choose how we live. And I may not always have it figured out, but I choose to try. And when I try to live differently, something about it just makes me just care just a little bit more about myself, people around me, despite how, you know, colorful and, you know, rigid some of my experiences has been. I'm truly grateful and sometimes just flabbergasted by how life can be so compact and multidimensional and layered. I can't remember everything from last year, but I know that last year was there. You know, I don't know what's gonna happen next year. If I, I'm graced and alive to see next year, but I truly know that right now is a great time to live. So whatever's going on in the world, what's going on in the world, I just believe that taking care of your mind and what's going on in your universe is most important, and you'll be able to deal with everything. Just my opinion.